So many cultivating hoes these days. Do you really need all of them? Which one to use, where, and how? That's what we're talking about today. Okay guys, first things first. All the tools that I'm showing you today, they're from the Growers & Co. tool line. These are the tools that I've developed, designed, and that are manufactured here in Quebec, Canada. But it's not to say that what we're talking about today doesn't apply to other tool makers that are out there. The function is what we're talking about today, which is really, I believe, the essential of what, why these tools are important in your toolbox. And the first one is the one that I started market gardening in with back in the days, and still today, in my opinion, that's the best. It's the world famous Stirrup Hoe. Okay, Stirrup Hoes, there's other names, people call them Hula Hoes. That's not really what a Hula Hoe is. It's really a Stirrup Hoe, and it's made for cultivation. And it has a blade that has two sharp sides to it, and that's the piece that you want to keep sharp. And then it's just the action of steering the soil that is destroying all the small weeds when you're cultivating. And if the weeds are a bit bigger than they should be, then the blade might, rip them out or cut their roots out. This tool is, I would say, 70% of the time that I'm cultivating in the market garden is using one of these. They come in 3 formats, 3 1/4, 5 and 7. And the reason why there's these sizes is that depending on your row spacing, if it's 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 5 rows, 6 rows on a 30-inch bed, you'll have the perfect size hoe for cultivation between these rows. Okay? So you basically are going to use all of them. And the quality of these hoe has to do with the quality of the metal, the sharpness of the blade, if you can sharpen it really, the angle, but also the shaft. And it's all about how you're using it. Always with your back straight and always eyeballing, between the rows that you're cultivating. That's how you know that you're not destroying your plants when you're cultivating. Everyone knows the difference between weeding and cultivating. That's really important. Weeding is you're on your knees, you're pulling out weeds. That's not what market gardeners do. We cultivate. So we come in earlier when the weeds are at the white thread stage or they're really small, and we're simply moving soil around and it's destroying the weeds before they become a problem. So all the tools that I'm showing you today, most of them, they are made and imagined in this kind of function. So we're cultivating, okay? And I also want to say that this tool line is not meant to replace what a tractor would be doing on a wider row. So there's a lot of these tools out there that are made for big farms that are cultivating with tractors, and when the tractors aren't working or they're not able to go into the field to cultivate, then they're left to do the work with hand hoes. And these are kind of different kind of hoes. They're going to be bigger and they won't be as agile and they won't be as sophisticated, if I can say, okay? But these ones are high quality, and obviously I recommend them because I've designed them this way. Okay, so that's the first one. The Stirrup Hoe comes in 3 1/4, 5, and you also have a 7. Okay, so you see, when we're talking about the difference between weeding and cultivating, we're just disturbing the soil, and that's enough to get all the small weeds to not, grow more. So it's pleasant work. Like cultivating in the market garden is epic, and the fact that the beds are 30-inch wide, that you can hop over them, they're not 200 feet long, just makes this kind of work possible with hand tools. But the quality of the hand tools will go a long way in how you're fast and how you appreciate using the tool, because after 10,000 hours of doing this, the tool really becomes part of you. Like, I've spent so many hours in my 25 years of market gardening with these tools that I kind of really enjoy being with them. Okay, it's kind of hard to say. So this one is the Collinear Hoe. This one is not It's my design in a way that I've reshaped a little bit of the angle, but that's clearly what Eliot Coleman was so fond about back in the days. Like when I was studying Eliot Coleman, he was a big advocate of these hoes because it's great to work underneath the canopy of some lettuce or broccoli that have V shapes. You can really go underneath close to the stem and really work around the plant there. The fact that it's a flat hoe also means that you're simply going and you're just kind of like chopping the soil above ground, okay, which is really enjoyable. You're working with your arms really straight and you're able to really do the work this way. It's less of a stirrup motion, just more of a pull. You can also use it side if you have, that's an inch. So if you have crops that are seeding really close, you can come in close, like let's say here, we have these small lettuce. You see how it's coming in really close? That is another reason and another moment in time where these hoes become really interesting. Okay? So, flat blade, the angle is so that you're really coming in and you're not chopping, you're just kind of slicing through soil. And again, this was a favorite of Eliot Coleman back in the days, and still today, it's the one that I use second most in the market garden. Next in line, and this one is newer. This is the Katana Hoe that Growers & Co. released last season, so not that many growers have it in hand. This is a tool that I've been playing with for many years now. I really, really like it. It serves different function. The first one is that if ever weeds become a big problem, you can really poke them out of the ground using, the fine point of the blade. Okay, so that's really handy in that way, but also to dig trenches. So this one allows you to dig trench onto the bed. You can plant potatoes, you can plant onions, you can plant different crops that way. It's really interesting to do that, and then you can use the back or the side to close these furrows. So that plays another role, but also the whole side of the tool can be used to hill, to mount, or to cultivate if your bed is one row per bed. Okay, so it has all these different functions. And in another video that we made, I explained how I got the idea for this tool. This used to be mostly these Japanese hand-held tools that you would use. Then we put it on the long shaft, and then we started playing with the angles until it was perfect, and it is perfect, and it's really, really nice. So the fourth one is the wire weeder. Okay, the wire weeders, they came into action about 10 years ago, and they're very useful for specific things in the garden. So a wire weeder is nothing else than a single wire that is angled and curved in a different way. You see this one is really nice because you have 5, like the Stirrup Hoe, and you have 1 inch. Okay, so you can use it in 2 ways, but regardless of that, the wire weeder, it's not sharp and not like a blade, and there's different functions for it, which is really interesting. First of all, you can really go close to the plant, even touch the plant. So let's say I'm going here and I'm really going close. So it's less of a big deal to be so careful, I would say. And if you have soil that doesn't have that many rocks and it's not too hard and it's quite soft or sandy, these wire weeders will work a wonder. You just need to come in and you're just kind of like rolling over the soil, and you see how it's breaking the crust, and it's creating just like a perfect tilth as I'm going like that. Again, if you're cultivating at the right timing, if it's sunny outside and if the weeds are not big, there's just starting to emerge, just a single pass with a tool like this will clear all the weeds. But where I find this tool to be really, really useful is because it allows us to work close to drip tapes, okay? Drip tapes, it's a bummer when you rip a hole in them, and with the other hose, that might happen. So the wire weeders, you can go really close to them. We even have one from the Growers & Co. line that you can go over it, okay? You don't even need to take the drip tape out, which, in my opinion, is a difference maker or a game changer, whatever word you want to use. But that's one major reason why you want to have this tool in your toolbox. So wire weeders, they're really cool. They're super soft, but you need to have good soil. You can't just go in when it's hard and packed and crusty. It's not meant for that. It's meant when you're, you know, working in kind of butterish kind of soil. Perhaps one that you've never seen before. This is a design that I've seen in Europe's. Through all my travels there, I've seen this often. We've called it the full Moon Hoe. And it's a flat, round blade. And it's interesting because it allows you to work really shallowly and work in a kind of like a Miyagi style kind of doing things, like you're waxing in, waxing out. And it's really interesting to use. I'll show you how it works. So again, this one, you're always cultivating with your body really straight. And you're really going close to the plants and you're circling around it. So it's not a stirrup motion. Again, it's kind of going over to the soil and allowing you to gently break the crust, go underneath the plants, but it floats, which is different from the other ones. So this one, I would say, a bit more geeky in its function. But the growers that use this hoe really, really enjoy it. You kind of need to have good soil, not too rocky, because it's this kind of hoe that you're just kind of like skimming through the soil, breaking the little crust, allowing to get some oxygen. You might see more of these hoes around in the future. I don't think I had seen one in North America before lately. But this one from the Growers & Co line is pretty nice. Again, this full Moon Hoe, really interesting because like the Collinear Hoe, you can go underneath the canopy. And so for sweeping around plants that are well established, that have big heads, big cone heads, this one is really nice. And the last one we'll show today is a new one. This is a new design that we've just released at Growers. And this is called the Ripper Hoe. Okay, this one, contrary to the other, is not really meant for cultivation when there's no weeds. This one can tackle some weeds. It's meant to really go over it mostly in your pathways in the greenhouse, or if you have 1 or 2 crop per 30-inch bed. But this one is more heavy duty. It has all these blades that are sharp and that can really rip the weeds that are established onto the ground. Okay, so this one, I'll show you how it works. It's kind of like raking the soil, but you see the action, it's really aggressive. So that's the difference between the Ripper Hoe. It's really aggressive and it does the job really well. So I'll show it again here. So that one was one that I would have liked to have earlier in my career, because I do think that it's a game changer when you're cultivating aisles. And because it's so aggressive, it really does a good job fast. So I really like this one. This is just released now, and I think growers will enjoy this one. Again, coming in, the angle of the blade, the way it's designed, it's meant for it to cut what's on the ground, but not through the ground. So the angle plays a long way, and then you're just kind of going like this. And that's it. Okay, so this is the Ripper Hoe. And I think I said it was the last one, but I think I have another one that everybody knows, but I still want to show it. So the wheel hoe is a classic. It's different blades, mostly the stirrup blades on a wheel, and then it's really the motion of pushing and pulling that allows you to have a lot of traction and to cover ground fast. This is the one that I've designed. I took a lot of the old models that I had through the years and made this design that I've been working the last few years to make sure that it's exactly to my liking. It's shorter, it's more compact. You can change the tool that's in the back really easily. Okay, and there's a whole tool line that's going to come up to go on the back of these. But essentially what they are, wheel hoes, is just like a cultivating hoe on steroids, and you can really go fast and cover ground to do crops that are 1 row, 2 rows, or to do your pathways between the beds. This one is the way to do it super sharply. And again, this wheel hoe, really enjoyed designing it. I've had reviews of different growers who are using it also, so it's really well done, and I think it's going to be serviceable for many, many years to all the growers out there that are going to purchase it. Tools, man, they're what makes the farmer's world go round, and I would love to hear your comments about which tools you're using, in which context, and why are you loving them. I really love the Growers & Co line. You can check out the store at growers.co. And also, you can also check out this video, 30 must-have tools for the market gardener, to learn more about tools.